Hey everybody, welcome to Franny Square and to episode 25 of Show and Tell, where it's all about you. Okay, so before we get started, I just want to tell you the things that are coming up on the channel. I've been working really hard filming the tutorial for that sweater. I'm working as quickly as I can, and I think I'm going to post it in parts, probably 2 or 3 parts. So the first part will be your swatch and your body piece, then the sleeves, and then probably the last part will be putting it all together. So be on the lookout for that first part. That should be coming out shortly. Next, I'm planning on doing another flash review on one of the sets of the hooks that I purchased during my hook haul a while back. I'm getting back to reviewing those as well. And finally, I'll be posting stitch tutorials here and there, so if there are any stitches that you would like to learn, just in the comments below, list the name of the stitches, and as I do stitch tutorials, I'll choose from those and put those up. Okay. So let's get to your work. The first submission comes from Rose Lagos, and she says, "Hey Franny, just a note to show my recent projects. I've crocheted 6 so far, and what they are ponchos, square ponchos that double as a small throw. I love that idea. Oh, they were made with Red Heart yarns, Lion Brand Sparkle for females, and loads of double crochets, LOL. Well, thank you for sending those in, Rose. They look great, and I love that you can use them for 2 purposes. The next submissions come from Saf, and Saf has her own crochet channel, so you might want to check her out. Her channel is called Saf Stitched. Take a look. She said, I have 2 to show only, as I still have a few whips I haven't gotten around to finishing. Don't we all? First is a shawl, made with Lion Brand Summer Nights in Super Fine. Took 15 hours over 3 weeks, and my friend loved it. Well, I can see why. The detail in that is so beautiful. And I have that Lion Brand Summer Nights yarn that I want to try. It really turned out so nice. Second is a jellyfish, again, but made with chenille yarn this time, and I think it's better than the first one. I made it with regular Red Heart Super Saver. This one is so soft and squishy. Now that I got the hang of working with chenille yarn, I want to make all my amigurumis with this yarn. Yes, that looks like it would be so cuddly. I could totally see that kids would love that. Thanks for sharing my FOs. My pleasure, and thank you for sending those in, Saf. Next, Marie Purry, who has an Etsy shop, and I'll put a link for her shop in the description below, sent me a bunch of pictures of unisex toddler pullover sweaters that are so amazing. Take a look at these. Look how adorable this is and all the details. These are just amazing. I love the different stitches. I love the way they're photographed. Look at the birdhouse. Adorable. Wow, with the rocking horses and the matching teddy bear with its own pullover. Marie, you are so talented. Wow. Oh, look at the pocket. Oh, and the pink is so pretty. These are really well done. I love the stitching on the cuffs and the pocket. The details on these are beautiful. Thank you so much for sending them in, Marie. The next projects come from Rhonda Silverton, who also has her own channel, Creative Crochet with Rhonda, and I'll put a link in the description below for that as well. Check her out. And one of her projects here, she actually has a tutorial for, so the link to that will be there as well. Take a look. She says, this is from a tutorial by AB Cute Creations. It's the autumn leaf cowl with buttons and the autumn leaf beanie. I just love it. I made it with Lion Brand Pound of Love in the colorway Thistle. It's a pretty color. The pattern tutorial is a bit quirky, so I recommend trying the cowl pattern first and try not to think ahead. I did and had to frog when I realized my assumptions were wrong. I've done that. The brim of the hat was made with slip stitches. I was surprised by this, but although working with such small light stitches was a bit challenging at times, I really love how it turned out. It is beautiful. Next up, you will see my design. I call this the lickety-split triangular cowl because it works up so fast. And by the way, this is the one that Rhonda sent me a link for, so I'll put that in the description. It's great to give as a gift if you need to make something in a hurry. It's also great if you're going to have an evening out in the cooler months and can't figure out what you want to wear. You can whip this up during the day and wear it the same evening. It is a great accessory to give a whole new look to your outfit. The first one I call Berries in the Snow because it's got the pretty shades of purple and lilac against the sparkly white. I used Lion Brand Pound of Love in the colorway Thistle, Bernat Premium in White Sparkle, and another 4-weight acrylic yarn that I had in my stash in the pretty lilac color. And the second one I call Creme Cafe because it's got those beautiful shades of brown, taupe, and cream, all 100% acrylic, 4-weight yarns that I had sitting around in my stash. I like the detailing of the tassel at the bottom. I think it gives it that extra pizzazz. And it does, I like it too. And the buttons, so nice. I did an ice yarn haul and tested out some of the yarn. Each of these 3 items were made with wool blend yarns I purchased from Ice Yarns. I enjoy trying out new yarns. The red one was challenging because the yarn is roving style with extreme variations in thickness, but it's so beautiful with the shades of red and sparkle in it. I was very happy with what I came up with after spending lots of time frogging things that just didn't work out to my satisfaction. The rose on the pillow is Crystal's pattern from her Bag a Day Rose tutorial. I put a rhinestone in the center to add that extra sparkle. I find the shades of blue yarn in the cardigan to be busy. It did grow on me though. I later added buttons to this cardigan which weren't yet on when I took this picture. I think that paired with a black shirt and blue jeans, this cardigan with matching hat would look really sharp. Finally, the hat is made with a fingering 2-weight yarn. It's a roving style also, with variations in the thickness. I wasn't sure about the extreme darkness of the gray, olive gray, and taupe shades in it, but I actually love how this hat turned out. I think it looks so masculine. Who doesn't love girly things, right? I really enjoyed working with the West Yorkshire Spinner's yarn. It's 52% Falkland wool and 48% nylon. It worked up like a charm in this hat. The variegated colors of white, blue, pink, and lilac look gorgeous, and the hat is so drapey. I love it. I did it in a combination of double crochet, herringbone double crochet, and front and back post double crochet, ribbed edging. So pretty. And finally, I made this baby and mommy set with Premier Puzzle yarn in the colorway Rocking Horse, and the colors are amazing. I used my ripple stitch hat pattern for the baby hat. The mom's ear warmer is Andy's Twisted Headband pattern by cjdesignblog.com. The flower on the baby headband is removable as it fastens on to the button. Thank you so much for sending all of those beautiful projects in, Rhonda. The next submission comes from Margie Hannaford. Take a look. She said, I loosely followed pattern from Hey Carrie YouTube channel. It was titled Simply Crochet Sweater Tutorial. Easy to follow. And she said she used Mandala Ombre in colorway Harmony. Very nice yarn and soft for an acrylic. Thank you so much for sending that in, Margie. That is so pretty. The final submissions come from Sharon Densmore. She said, Hi Franny, made this turtleneck from Claire's Crochet Club out of Mega Ball acrylic yarn from Hobie. It started out to be for me, but by the time I finished, I knew it was going to be too small, so its new home will be with my daughter-in-law, as she is smaller than me. I was quite surprised how fast it worked up. That is so funny. I do that all the time, and if my sweaters turn out too small, I have a daughter that it will fit. Next, she said, just finished this small blanket for my niece's friend. As she needed it right away, I just did a single crochet, double crochet, double crochet for the cluster as it works up fast. I used Red Heart Ombre. I just love this yarn. So do I. Those colors are beautiful. That really worked up nicely. Thank you so much for sending those in, Sharon. Okay, so that was it for this week's show and tell. We're back to doing show and tell on a weekly basis. So if you have any projects you'd like to submit for show and tell, send them to my email address, frannysquare@gmail.com, with a description of each of your projects so that I can tell the community about them. And you can tell me anything from the yarn you used, the pattern you used, did you design it yourself, what you learned doing this project. It's all great for us to hear, and we get so much inspiration and knowledge from everybody. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I hope you'll consider subscribing. We have a great community here. It's really close-knit and it's a lot of fun. As always, thank you so much for joining me. I truly appreciate it. Remember to make it your own, and I'll see you soon.